What do you think? Good. Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's January 1st, 2017, and the day didn't get started until pretty late today. Slept till 9:30, 10. Was up for a couple hours, had cooked a big breakfast today, and then we took like a 3-hour nap, and here I am just doing a little bit of work on my car, nothing major. Wanted to get the key unstuck from the ignition, and I did do that. It was an issue with there's a like a lockout cable that goes from the shifter all the way up into the steering column into the ignition, and that cable was stuck or pinched, so it wasn't able to unlock the key. So I figured that out. Messed around with my clock spring issue. So let me show you this. This thing is called a clock spring, and specifically all cars have this. This goes inside your steering column, and it's right underneath your steering wheel, and this thing allows you to turn your steering wheel, like move it, while still passing electrical connections through to the steering wheel. So if you've ever wondered how your steering wheel controls work, even though you're able to like move the steering wheel, it's not a bunch of wires wound around or whatever. It's something called a clock spring. So for my car's an Audi, the clock spring passes through like 3 different things. So it has an airbag, it has electronics for buttons for shifting on the steering wheel, and then it also has a steering angle sensor. The steering angle sensor is somehow built into the clock spring. And what the steering angle sensor is used for is to figure out what angle the steering wheel is at. Anywhere from like 0, which is, you know, straight, to let's say 360 degrees or 720 degrees to the right, so plus 720. Or if you're starting in the middle at 0, you can go backwards or left, it could be negative 720. So the steering angle is also used by a lot of other systems in the cars for ABS brakes, or well, for traction control. So like if the car knows if you have the wheels turned but you're losing control, it knows like you're sliding basically. Well, so that's how traction control kind of works more or less. It uses a steering angle sensor, but traction control also uses ABS for like pulsing the brakes. So like let's say you're sliding, it'll pulse one of the 4 corners or whatever to get you back under control. Or let's say one corner is slipping or something, it might slow down that one corner by pulsing the brakes. So because traction control is disabled, because this is not working right, it also disables all of the ABS system. So it's annoying as hell. I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. I cannot figure it out. I bought 2 more replacement, used clock springs. I put them in the damn car and they will not fucking work. I don't know. So originally I had traction control and ABS on my original clock spring that I broke, but no steering wheel controls. So no airbag, no brake shifter buttons, no horn. So since replacing it with the new used clock springs, it's the opposite. So I have all the electronics, so I have an airbag, I have a horn, I have the buttons, but no friggin' traction control or ABS because the car cannot read the steering angle sensor built into one of these bastards. So I have been dealing with this for far too long, and I'm pissed off. I don't know, I cannot figure it out. I don't understand. I thought, well, maybe I'll pull out my old one and plug in just the steering angle sensor from that one and run the rest of the electronics to the used one, and now none of them, the steering angle sensor works at all. So I don't know what to do, but I'm either gonna have to put this back together and figure this out some other time or something. So planning on tomorrow ripping the entire car apart. So here it is. There's the car in one piece. Well, the interior is kind of ripped apart. And yeah. So, starting tomorrow, I'm not going to get it all done in one day, but I'm going to be pulling the engine and transmission out. Never done it before. I'm a little freaked out about it, but it's got to be done, basically. I can't sell the car as is. The turbos are shot. I'd get probably 2-3 grand maybe. So, this is a one-owner car, so I've been taking care of it and doing everything needed. So, what I will be doing is replacing these turbos, my stock turbos, with another set of stock type turbos. So that's what I got over here in this box. I also have, I don't know, like 14 quarts of transmission fluid. So I'm going to be doing stuff with the trans. I have, in that flat box in the bottom, I have a transmission filter, as well as a new pan gasket for the trans. So I'll be kind of doing a little bit of work on that. I have coming soon a new torque converter, an upgraded Street Sauce Advanced Automotion torque converter. And I also have a valve cover gasket set. So it includes gaskets for the valve covers, as well as plugs and shit for like on the back. This is a dual cam motor, dual camshaft motor. So there's like plugs, cam plugs on the back of the engine and stuff that are hard to get to or reach. But yeah, I probably should just button up this clock spring thing while I can now, so I can work on this other shit tomorrow. Otherwise, if I leave this for tomorrow, it's gonna be, you know, more time consuming. So you can see there's a clock spring on there now. These are where the wires connect on the side. And I've just been messing with this for far too long. I'm just getting pissed off. I cannot figure it out for the life of me. So stay tuned for more. That's probably it. I'm going to get this back together and go watch a movie or something with Vicky. So we watched a movie yesterday, not yesterday, but a few days ago, a couple days ago, called The Accountant. Really great movie. And we're going to finish watching a movie called Snowden, about Edward Snowden, the CIA or NSA and all those Homeland Security informant or narc. This over here, that's what I don't want anymore. So whatever it costs, whatever it takes, I'm going to reseal this fucking motor and try not to have any more leaks again, because I'm done. I'm done with this shit. So this is what you got to do to fix shit right. So that's it. See you tomorrow.